Well, as I listened to Linda's story about the long bus rides with the girls studying in the vans with their lights on, Nate, don't take this the wrong way, but that's very, very far and way above. That never happened. I would certainly like to commend and thank the committee here for initiating the Hall of Fame. I think it's a great venture that they've taken upon themselves. It's certainly an honor, and I'm speaking on behalf of the rest of the group, to be acknowledged and given this opportunity. I'd like to acknowledge some of the folks I have here with me tonight. First and foremost, my mother and father, Bill and Sally Woodmansee. My mother-in-law here, Beverly Mankey. I have my wife, Liz. My brother, Mark, who, oh, by the way, is married to my wife's sister, Lise.
It's not Anne's.
That's right. I've got what I would consider to be very, very close friends outside of the baseball fraternity that I think need to be acknowledged. That's John Maxwell, Don Lewis, Scott Lenore, Steve Valentine, David Devaney. As I expand into the next acknowledgement in terms of who I really want to appreciate and thank, I want to give you just a little bit of background in terms of how my decision evolved into coming to Christian Brothers. I am from Memphis, went to a public school less than a mile away from here, Central High School. I participated in both football and baseball, and was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to make a decision. The decision at that point in time, as any senior high school student would go through, and it's the Tennessees, it's the Ole Misses, it's the Indianas, it is what it is. Coach Naxburn took a very, very unique approach in terms of having me recognize and acknowledge the opportunity to come to school here. His approach was very simple. Woody, you played baseball in Memphis for the last 8, 9, 10 years. You competed against some of the very best baseball players here in Memphis. Lee Haig, Mike Bennett, Jimmy Broughton, all of those individuals that are very, very close to me were competitors of mine for not only through junior high, but through summer baseball and through high school baseball. Nate's approach was very simple. Why don't we collectively form, let's get everybody unified, let's get everybody on the same page and compete with one another. And that's what sold me. And that was the opportunity to play with Lee Haig, the opportunity to play with Mike Bennett. They were at Christian Brothers High School, and it was very, very tough to beat Christian Brothers High School and Central High School. So my view was to play with guys that I had competed against and have an opportunity to establish a very close bond and a very close friendship. And where that has evolved is I've taken what was that baseball fraternity, the guys that I grew very, very close with, and that has been extended, and I've taken that to the next level, and these guys are now very, very close to what I would call my social network. So now I've got Steve Valentine, who I went to high school with, played football with, we grew up together. His son is now at the University of Arkansas and is a roommate of Lee Haig's son. You've got a Cardosi, Lee Haig's wife, married to, Lee Haig's wife, John Maxwell, Cindy Cardosi. You've got two cousins married, and now these guys are good buddies. David Devaney, his wife and I went to high school together. He's a very, very good, dear friend of mine. He's networked into the relationships that I have established here through Christian Brothers. So my takeaway in all of this, the baseball was absolutely wonderful. The friendships were great, certainly the education. You know, I look at Coach Natixburn and his vision of taking a bunch of guys from Memphis that had competed against each other for many, many years, bringing them collectively together to play with one another. What that's done for me is given me an opportunity to bring together my family with baseball players, guys that I competed with, and brought them in my social network. And you can't put a price tag on that. You really, really can't. So that's worth everything. You can't imagine how much that means to me. It really does. Certainly want to thank the university for the education. Needless to say, it's worth its weight in gold. Want to acknowledge my son here, Wade Woodmansee. I'm going to say hi to my daughter, Haley. Hey, Haley. She's in Knoxville, doing well, hopefully. Again, thank y'all very, very much. It really means the world to me. And Nate, love you, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.